Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another tale of Take a Walk with Me. For those that are new to this is a playlist on my channel that focuses on single campaign related titles, one player title games only. Now, keep in mind as I'm streaming these titles, these are not full length walkthroughs nor demos. This is just me showcasing gameplay of all of the amazing digital titles that I have in my catalog, so just keep that in mind. And again, before we get started, as always, I specialize in custom art, graphic design work through my company, Imprint Street Artists. For anybody that's inquiring of any work or graphic related designs, you can contact me on there. Also, my community tab is now open for anybody who wants to promote or advertise their business endeavors or any other streaming related platforms that they have that they truly admire and that they're proud of. You can do so. Drop your link in a live chat while I'm streaming so I can moderate it and add it to the community, just as a token of appreciation for all the love and support you guys have been giving me. Also, you can add me as a friend through 3 different platforms: PlayStation Network, Nintendo Switch Network, and Discord. And if you haven't gotten a chance to look at my community and check out some of the merch that I have available, you can also do so. Again, go right to the community, look at some of the different designs I have available, and for anybody who wants to buy anything or purchase anything, definitely let me know. I'll set up everything through my Vistaprint account, get you to send everything over, and then I'll get it shipped out to you. Now, you guys are normally expecting Big Daddy Beard. He's indisposed at the moment. I am your host, your curator for this stream and the next stream coming up. You can address me as Detective B.D.B.G.P. So, we're going to get into it. This here is Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. It's the first installment of this franchise. Marvelous game. Absolutely love it. Especially for those who are detective fans just like me. Now, during this video, you guys will get the opportunity to assist me in solving some of these different crimes. Feel free to conversate with me in the live chat as I'm streaming so that you guys can voice your opinions, choices, decisions on what should I do, what shouldn't I do, and let's work together to solve these cases. But before I do so, let me just get a spot of this English tea. Cheers. BMF, how you doing, sir? Welcome. JGGLS. Oh, Jiggles for short. Okay. How you doing? Welcome. Cheerio. And I appreciate you coming through. If you want to drop your link, you can go ahead and do so. I'm good. How about yourself? BMF, how you doing, sir? Also, feel free to drop your links, ladies and gentlemen, to everyone that's coming in. You said I'm good, just bored? Okay, well, here's your opportunity to have some fun. You can assist me in solving some of these cases. So everyone grab your case books, put on your finest hat, Get you some of this finest English tea. And have some fun with me.
Holmes, will you stop that? You are utterly mad. Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Trying to work on my next album. Okay.
I was aiming for the vases.
What's the name of it going to be?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've
Philippe
had all week.
Daka, how are you doing? Welcome.
Sent me a vase collection
Cheers to
this
you.
morning. I couldn't think of a
Feel
better
free to
use
drop
for
your
it.
link. Welcome in.
You're
Laura
out of your
Day, how are you
mind.
doing, madam? Welcome
I
in.
missed 4 out of 10.
Appreciate all of you
Given
joining
you were
me.
blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose
PM me
that
to your
Watson is
community.
right,
Absolutely.
Inspector.
Absolutely.
A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
New album will be called
Has the
Summer Vine.
investigation
Oh, I like that.
already begun?
Especially seeing that I was born in the
Yes
summer,
and
so.
no. In fact, this crime
Smashing
is so
title.
mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Alright, so it looks like you have to investigate the murder of Peter Carey, inspect the crime scene at Woodman Lee, select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe, and join Lestrade at Woodman's Lee. Looks like our first case is the fate of Black Peter. Yeah, I'm good. How you doing, love? Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, born in 1845, and so 50 years old, he achieved great success in whale hunting in Scandinavia, retired. In 1884, eventually moving to Woodman's Lee. Okay. So let us adjourn to our room as we look for a dashing outfit to wear. My dear lad ninja soldier, welcome. Appreciate you joining. Oh, I like that one. It's a very nice touch to it. We're gonna go with that one. Oh no, no makeup. Gotta have the flyest hat. It's only right. Oh, it looks like we can't get the hat yet, but it's okay. You have this game? And how do you like it, my lady? My dear Jet, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you joining. Everyone coming in, feel free to drop your links. $964 follows now. As you should. Toast to you, Ninja.
Mr. Holmes.
And the
I'm over
compassion
here.
video is
Come
out.
on.
Another toast as well. Such an amazing thing when hard work pays off. Again, you take no days off when it comes to this, so absolutely beautiful. So everyone coming in, grab your case books. Walk and talk with me as we solve these cases.
Mr. Holmes?
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Oh, looks like we have some footprints.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
I had to do the video myself. Colton still backed out on me. Oh, sorry to hear that, but at least the video is done. Absolutely intrigued to watch it later, and I will do so.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Where's Teeth? Not sure. Not sure, but he should be joining us momentarily. Teeth, my good lad, is a fellow friend of mine. He goes by the name of Jordan, but he's better known as his stage name by Ready Set. Just one of his few aliases. He has a smashing title of song called Teeth Sloppy. So,
As soon as we can.
it's a smash hit.
Steady, I assure you. Allow me to
For those who haven't gotten a chance to
introduce
listen
you
to it,
Mr.
make sure you
Sherlock
guys go to his channel. He's known as the Ready Set, ladies and gentlemen. So, check
I'll
out
wait
that
for you in
song.
front of the
You
camera,
won't be
Mr.
disappointed.
My condolences, Mrs.
My
Kelly.
dear chap, my
Thank you,
cousin,
Mr. Holmes.
Travis Givens, better known as Merge. How you doing, sir? Welcome. Appreciate you coming in. Grab your case book. Get ready to help me solve these amazing cases, as well as everyone else coming in, and drop your links as well.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Can you please tell me what occurred?
Put me on this
the
jack
evening of the
smacking thing.
murder?
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely. Would
Peter got
love
drunk
to
in
have
the
you,
evening.
sir.
He was in such a
If you can
terrible
find
temper.
time to come next month
Usually
down to
whenever that
Florida,
happened,
where
he'd
Jet
stay all night drinking
and everyone
with his
else that will
pal
be
before passing
participating
out.
in doing this song and video, feel free to. Oh, howdy, sir. Howdy to you.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open,
Oh,
but I didn't go.
You're
in
already
to
here,
take a look.
as
Oh,
am I.
My husband would not have liked it.
close to the Florida and
Around
Miami
10 o'clock,
area.
I dared to
Small little
glance
town known
into
as
the door and-
Plantation.
Oh dear.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, that is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Oh, Miami, you say? Oh, you're actually not too far from me then, so we definitely must find time to link. Okay, so now this is the part here where we must inspect every single person that we come into contact with. See what amazing clues we can find.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Never mind.
The lovely Phyllis Brown. How are you doing, madam? Appreciate you coming in. Welcome, welcome. If you have a link that you would like to drop, you can do so. Let me tip my hat to you, madam. So
Thank
now that
you,
we've
madam.
inspected Mrs. Carey, let's continue on. I'm doing smashing. How are you doing? Just relaxing with my fans, my audience, as we are solving cases. And there they are, my favorite television show at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my time. Max and Harvey, how are you gentlemen doing? Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see where else we have to go.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Oh, 7:31. Oh, my sincerest apologies.
These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool. What a terrible way to die.
Terrible indeed.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
My dear sir, Cabin Magnus, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you joining in. Are we still doing Jack Smacking? Of course, of course. Why would we not?
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body.
Most likely it will be next month, sir.
This wooden handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
And there she is, the lovely, talented Miss Angie Poo 215. How are you doing, madam? Appreciate you joining in. Welcome, welcome.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into.
Did you think I was going forever? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Me and Mackenzie so actually did a song together. Oh, really? Really? And what might the name of that song be?
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Okay, ladies and gents, so this part here is where all of the clues that we start to collect and gather up. You know, I need your help, for those that have already been coming in and watching, to kind of give me an idea of what I should choose. So we only have a few so far, but as we progress, we're going to get further into it, and you guys can let me know which ones you guys think that I can actually combine together so we can solve this magnificent case and find out who the culprit of this terrible death was. Tragic indeed. So let me know in the live chat what you guys think. So far we have break-in attempt, no gardener, notebook. Again, I'll try to gather some more clues, but just let me know if you need me to make any deductions and I'll do so.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded. Someone drank from this glass recently.
I'm sorry, Gavin. I was trying to find these different clues. Give me 1 second and I will get back to what you were saying.
It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink.
Name of the song, I Say Love, comes out the 25th on Mackenzie Soul's channel. Oh, well, I will definitely take a look at that and give it an amazing listen. PC.
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work. This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Says, so who's a rock star in here? Oh, every single person. Every single person. Including yourself, my dear Jiggles. So. Oh, okay, here we go. Just have to properly line it up. And there you
This
have
is
it.
a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
BMF, I am splendid. And how about yourself, my dear sir? So who is going to start off Jack smacking? I have a perfect idea for a video. Oh, well, do tell, do tell. Smashing good tea. I'm not sure who will start off Jack smacking.
For the years 1878
Most likely
to
it will be
1884,
myself, but
Peter Carey
again,
was
depending
her
on how many
captain.
people will be doing it, we shall see.
Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
And my dear sir, Mr. Marvel Cuphead, how are you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome. Cheers to you.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8. The murder weapon was probably taken from this rack.
Where's teeth? Not a clue, sir.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Oh yes, this game is rather dashing. It is the first of the installment. The second one I will be doing is called The
tooth
Devil's Daughter.
of a sperm whale, probably from
Quite
one of Peter
eerie
Carey's
title.
catches.
But tons of fun. And hello, Miss Napturo. How are you doing, madam? Welcome. Appreciate you joining. When is that? Most likely tomorrow, sir.
It seems that the garden was well maintained. Hammerfest.
One other clue.
Dundee. It's a whaling map.
Absolutely splendid, Miss Larisha. I'm just relaxing here with my audience as we're solving cases, drinking some finest English tea. And how are you, madam? Okay, so let us go talk to the inspector.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
Food? What food, Gavin? This is just tea. I had my wine the other day. Oh, and as did I. I had something called Bearfront. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but rather tasty. So let us traverse
Mr.
further
Holmes?
in. See what else we can find. Yes, so I had Bearfront, and I had another one that is quite rare. I believe it was 18th century. It's called Cavit. C-A-V-I-T. Absolutely delicious. Put me in a very chilled, relaxed mood, but, you know, quite tipsy at the end, but still enough to focus and do what I needed to do. Okay, let's continue to go on. I like Stella Rose. Oh, Stella Rose is absolutely splendid.
Mr. Holmes?
Okay, so we have a couple more clues, as you can see. So To those watching and tuning in, let me know what you think. Should we start connecting some stuff now? So we have pinned to the wall, Carrie's body was impaled to the wall like a harpoon through the chest like a butterfly. Wingless butterfly. No gardener. Judith Carey says that her husband took care of the gardener herself. That does sound feasible. She might be hiding something. Notebook. A leather notebook with the initials JHN. It is stained with blood, which indicates that it is dropped into a pool of blood after the murder. And break-in attempts. Several unsuccessful attempts that were made to break in according to the scratches around the lock. So, what do you guys think so far? Let me know in the live chat if we should start connecting any of these, or what you think might be going on. I'll give you the opportunity to do so now. I'm sorry, Mr. Magnus, what were you saying? I was talking about Nat. She said she was having lunch. I thought she was asking about what she was having. I did not want to start a convo about food. Oh, okay. Not to worry, sir. Not to worry. Okay, let's continue on to see if we find anything else. Oh, yes, I forgot. These boots.
Don't match the
And they're not just
footprints.
made for walking either.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
And there he is, my dear fellow Ready Set. How are you doing, sir? Cheers to you. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see what else we have.
This
Oh,
place
look at
is
this.
not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps. Oh, I will definitely take a look at your drawings, Marvel. Absolutely. Do you watch the show The Boys on Amazon Plus? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Smashing good show. I'm looking forward to the next season. Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Thank you, madam.
I'm good. I got my part done for Jack Smackin', and I cannot wait to hear it, my dear sir. I'm sure it will be absolutely glorious. Okay, now we must find whatever this box is. It does not look like anything is in here, so let's go to our clues. Let's see what we can start to put together. Any suggestions, ladies and gentlemen? I'm drawing Homelander from The Boys coming soon. Oh, what a dastardly villain he was in that show. Although he was more of an anti-hero, but still, nonetheless. Let's see, what shall we connect? It's breaking attempts and no Gardner. Oh no, we can't connect that one. No connection there. Okay. Who came up with the title Jack Smack? And that would be me, good sir. Okay, let's see. Notebook. Oh no, we can't connect that one. And look at that, lads. We have our first clue. An ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
The meaning behind Jack smacking, you say? So I have an amazing party game that I would play on a regular. It is called Dictionarium. It's part of the amazing Jackbox party collection. And so while playing this Dictionarium game, they came up with an amazing word called Jack smacking. And I thought it was very interesting because my fellow Ready Set and I were talking about some music. And he was looking for another title to add to his wonderful collection. And so I told him, I said, my dear sir, how would you feel about Jack smacking? And he said, no, egads, I don't like that title. It doesn't sound interesting. It wouldn't suit my personal musical taste. And I said, rather not. I think it would be great, an amazing title to add to your catalog. And so we talked, we conversed, you know, several rounds of tea we drank. And he finally decided to adhere to my suggestion. And so now we're putting this song Jack Smacking together along with amazing, amazing talent. Jet Jurgensmeyer, Gavin Magnus, Ready Set himself, yours truly as well, and several others that will be joining us as the time comes. So we will be going to the studio very, very soon. We will be recording this. We're most likely going to shoot this amazing video down here in lovely Florida. And we're going to have a dashing good time and drink tons of tea.
The ship's logs of
Okay, we've already done that, so let us continue on, see what else we can find.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
See if there's any other questions we can ask. Oh, not yet.
Thank
okay,
you, madam.
so we must keep looking. Oh, what is this? I saw something here. See if we can go back and try to hone in on it.
Mr. Holmes?
us continue. There are just several other things we are missing, and then we can proceed further.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Indeed we do. Good title. Keep it up, Jack Smack and B.D.B. Thank you, my dear Marvel. Thank you.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Oh, still more to see.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window. By the window, he says.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Actually, I do not drink energy drinks, iced coffee, nor water. Not even water? I do understand energy drinks, iced coffee. I do drink energy drinks. I'm not a big fan of coffee, nor whether it's ice, chilled, or anything of that nature. But water, tea, absolutely. Oh, a rather intricate rhyme scheme I just put together there.
Did you hear that?
My dear Tyron, how are you doing, sir? Or should I say, in this case, Rock. How are you doing, sir? Welcome. Appreciate you joining.
There's someone there.
What's good with the
I'm gonna
hat?
collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
You about to play harmonica down at the juke joint? No, this is my
Hold it right there.
dapper ensemble for this talented game, Sherlock Holmes.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes, come and see what we've caught in our...
Oh, you do energy drinks, iced coffee. Oh, well, my apologies, sir. I bet you have on black and white bowling shoes. That I do not, sir. My dear lad, Savage Moses, how are you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you joining.
Where on earth are... All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose.
Not
You
much,
imagine
just
that
playing
I'm
this
connected
game,
with the death of Captain Carey.
allowing my
I
audience
assure you
to
I'm innocent.
join in as we
Innocent?
solve these amazing
And
cases
what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you?
and
You
drinking
came
some of
to
the
retrieve what you had
finest
lost
tea.
after killing Peter Carey. But we were here, waiting for you.
What is your name?
Disney soul.
John
Well,
Copley Nelligan, but
I guess you could refer to
didn't.
that.
Do you deny
In
that
this
you
case, a
came
young
here
man with
yesterday?
an old soul,
No, but
might I
but
say.
yes, it's just that I couldn't.
Chillin'.
I'm tired of this. Off we
Birthday's
go to
tomorrow.
the
Oh,
yard.
well, happy early
Tomorrow,
birthday to you, my
I'll
dear
see that
Savage
you're put in
Moses.
front of the
Feel free to
judge.
drop your link.
What?
And everyone else
But you
that is coming in,
can't.
feel free to
I'm
drop
not-
your links as well.
It's a terrible mistake.
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But
Video went viral
In
last
light of
night. I'm
recent
good, and
events,
congratulations
seems
on it. I am
evident that your coming here
delighted
was
to hear that,
unnecessary.
sir.
All the same, I'm very
Toast to you
grateful
on that
Mr.
one.
Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on our
My
young
dear
fellow.
Nick Newfield,
I
how
would
are you
like to
doing,
question
sir?
him
Welcome.
tomorrow
Appreciate you
morning.
joining. Feel free to drop your links. Everyone coming in, feel free to grab your case books as we solve these amazing mysteries. We're starting with the one of Peter Black. I'm sorry, not Peter Black, Peter Carey. My mistake. So it looks like we have our first,
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can
I don't want to necessarily say culprit,
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the
but
fellow
our
who was
first fellow that we
arrested
will
at
interrogate and
Woodman's
see what he is up to.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
So that's not how you enter a room. Jack smacking what is wrong with you. Oh, again, that's how this song is going to start off, my dear lad. Jack smacking biatch. So, absolutely, that's how the song will go. You have to remember, this is a thing that we do, Jiggles. We come over here, we have a chill vibe, we have fun, we enjoy each other's company, and we do what is the terminology? Act a fool.
These are the suspect's belongings. The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Don't take any meds. Oh, never that, never that.
Partner, 1883.
The only thing I will be taking, my dear Savage, is a sip of this tea. Let me grab my fedora and set up for 3-card Monty.
To my friend
As you should, my dear friend.
from R. Dawson. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer. A handkerchief with the initials J.H.N. A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Now that we've investigated his clues, just a second, let me come right back to it. Let me make sure there's nothing else that I might have
These are the
missed.
suspect's belongings. These abbreviations mean something, but what? Locked.
So this looks like it is an autopsy room. But I'm not sure we have to do anything just yet, so we will make our cadence out of this.
Mr. Holmes?
And here he is, our first suspect. Let's interrogate him, shall we?
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Now, this is where we can put a little bit of a twist on it and incorporate some clues to see whether or not he's really telling the truth or not. So what do you think? Let me know in the live chat which suggestion we should go through. Rings engraving, dialogue, search archives. Oh, he's lying? You think so, Drew? I think so as well. And welcome to you, my dear lad. How are you doing, sir? Which decision do you think?
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
My dear Leo, how are you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you joining. We have a shabby cap. Too bad his isn't as fly as mine. Let's see here. A patch. Terribly sewn and quilted. Expensive fabric. Short sleeves. Let's rewind back. I feel like we may be missing something. Oh, indeed we are. Thin neck. BDB, your live stream made me happy today. I am splendid that it did. Thank you, thank you. You have no idea how much that means to me, truly. You remind me of Sean from Boys in the Hood. This game character you created is funny. Well, it is my job to be entertaining, dashing, charming, and quite humorous. Oh, look at this. Callous. They look more like pimples to me, but still. Now this is getting very interesting. Dylan does it. How you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you joining.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
I want to join the Jack Smacky
The
song,
ring
and
is
as you
mine.
should, just feel free to come on down to Orlando. I'm sorry, not Orlando, Florida. The Miami, Fort Lauderdale location where I reside at, and you'll be able to join us possibly next month. So let me know what you guys think. What decision should we go with? Rings engraving, profile of the victim, father's jacket, well-kept garden, tobacco pouch. Let me know what you think. I'm good too, Leo. How are you doing, sir? And Sir Daddy's beard from the land of gaming. Well, in this case, I do love that name. It's rather intricate, but For this, you can address me as Detective B.D. Beard.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
Another beautiful and
speechless,
marvelous
Mr. Holmes.
alias.
It all happened
Scotland
exactly as
Johnson
you
Yard.
said.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent.
Let me know what you think in the live chat. Innocent or guilty. So, we do have more clues to add together. Let's see what we come up with. Oh. And we have another clue. We need to find whether an unskilled and untrained man can use a harpoon well enough to kill a fully piercing body. Indeed we do.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I am sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Okay, so looks like we'll have to head back to Woodman's Lee and reconstruct everything. But first, let's try to put some more clues together. And we have another one here. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Very interesting. I don't have to go anywhere. All I have to do is wait for y'all to come to me. Well, indeed you are right about that, Jiggles. But more so in this case, they have to come to us. Dave Chappelle's voice, O.J. Simpson, oh, he did that. Oh, yes, I think he did as well. But, yes, we still have more clues, most likely more suspects to interrogate. So we will see what happens as we progress along. BDB, will you ever rewatch Game of Thrones again? Probably not, but I will be watching the new season that is coming up. And I believe it is 2022, my dear sir. So, let us continue to progress, because I don't have very much time. I have to go to work soon. So let's head back to the Woodsman's Lee. And my idea for the video was to find a club, be wild, boys breaking bottles and other wild things. A rather good idea. You know, I'll have to talk amongst my colleagues and see what we can come up with, but it would be a lovely addition to the video. Did you watch Wu-Tang new season yet? I have not, my good sir, but I will. It's just been a hectic time right now with work and everything else going on.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Oh, you know what? We actually don't even have to be here. Let us go back to Baker Street. Said, hell yeah, let's do it. Absolutely, and indeed we will.
A spot of whaling, Watson? Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey
Rest in
attempted
peace,
to
AJ
defend
Johnson.
himself?
Yes, rest in peace
It is possible.
to the amazing,
But if
talented
that is
AJ
the
Johnson.
case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow.
Terrible news to hear about him
Tell me,
passing
my
today.
friend, what is the animal closest to man?
My dear friend, Bias Radio, how are you doing, sir?
I see what
Welcome,
you're getting
welcome.
at, Holmes.
Appreciate you joining
You asked me
in.
that once before, on the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs?
Bars and Melody said they're going to book a flight
No.
to go there, and we're going to hop on the
Goodness for
plane.
that.
Oh, well then, feel free.
One with a harpoon.
Feel free to come on down,
Wonderful.
and let's have a
Watson,
smashing good
let us pay a
time.
visit to our butcher.
Looking
friend
forward to
in
seeing you
Whitechapel.
all.
We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
So it looks like we're going to have a harpoon contest.
I need to take a harpoon with me. This is where I keep my post. That is not the one I need.
Let's see. So now we have these archives that he goes through. And basically what we do is we just have to match the clues together with what we've gathered so far.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
So I just have to remember exactly
That is not the one I need.
which one it was.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
So it looks like we still have more. We'll just skip for now and see
Now I
exactly
begin
what
to
it is.
understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned to liquidation. Damn. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. The liquidation of the company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht preparing for his departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted by both by the police and his creditors. Oof. Sad thing to hear there. Okay. Looks like we might have to head back and grab a harpoon. We were just talking about him last week and I got the hookup. Yes, very sad indeed. Sorry, let me go back to what you guys were saying. Said no, because you're not in Miami area. I still gotta wait for you, and the others are gonna come to me. I'm actually only 30 minutes away from the Miami area. 20 to 30 minutes. Oh, 45. My apologies. 45. But yes, I am rather closer than you think, Jiggles.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
onward to Whitechapel's butcher. Actually, that's not that bad. We need to mac that and do a hook for Jack smacking, and indeed we will. We will, and it will be an amazing hook, as you like to call it. In my case, I would call it a chorus.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise, yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test. Holmes, you should try to
Too
aim
soon.
better and throw
Let's try that
as hard
again.
as you can.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
I always call the chorus too. Well, I will let anyone decide on who they feel is best for the chorus, or hook, we might say. So, looks like we have more deductions. So, as you guys are starting to see, the story is starting to progress a little bit more. We're getting a little more clues, getting closer to an idea of who it might be. So, yes, and it's starting to build now. So, feat of strength requires a much greater strength than that of the average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through the wall. A degree of skill would most likely be necessary. Two men in cooperation might achieve the same result. Lucky throw. There is a remote possibility that an unskilled and untrained man could manage to pin Peter Carey to the wall with a harpoon. So, decisions. What do you guys think? Feat of strength, lucky throw. Let me know. Jack smacking bitch, that can be the chorus, and indeed it will be the chorus. Whether it's just the name itself or we add additional lyrics to it, but either way, it'll come out rather smashing. Let's see. Lucky throw, feat of strength. Why not try both and see what happens? Nothing there. Lucky throw. Still nothing there. Well, let's continue to progress. I say we go back to Scotland Yard and interrogate Mr. Nelligan a little bit more. See what more we can find from him. Oh, so good.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
My dear Bashara, how are you
Yes.
doing? Welcome,
Joshua
welcome.
Nelligan
Appreciate
was
you
my
coming
father.
in.
I am aware that it had a bad
Oh,
ending. When the
playing
bank
this amazing
failed,
game.
it ruined half the families of Cornwall.
Bouncing ideas off of
Whereupon
what we're going to do
Joshua
for the
Nelligan
Jack smacking
disappeared.
song and video.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress.
I have an idea for that video. Do tell, do tell.
Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Oh, not enough clues yet. Still need more.
"1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
A piece of stock exchange certificate belonging to the Canadian Pacific Railway. It is found inside the Sea Unicorn ship's log for August 1883, where the pages have been torn out. Okay. Looks like we're getting somewhere. Okay. Let's head back to Baker Street. Grab one of our books, see what we can find. We can get a car from the car dealership and start smashing things. That could be the beginning, and then start going into the clubs yelling at everyone. Very good idea. We'll have to take everything and conjoin all of these elements together to make one dazzling video. What's going down the 30th? An amazing free 99 pay-per-view battle between 2 of my friends who are celebrity Fortnite gamers, Booga and Mashi. Make sure you have your tickets available.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors.
I'm just playing. There will be no tickets, but make sure you are in attendance. You won't want to miss this.
Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Oh, what is that?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. Watson, I need Wiggins. Is he anywhere nearby?
He's right across the street. You can give him a sign from the window.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous
And
lawyer.
I know you think Jordan.
Fascinating.
Yes,
Here is
you
the
are
list of
coming. I know
sailors.
where you are at.
Sailors? Easy.
I will put the
Just
address
gotta
on
look where the rum and
B.D.B.G.P.
the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector
I'm out.
asks
Before I
that you
go,
come
I
to the
just want to
station as
say
soon
it's
as
good to
possible.
see you.
Thank
Happy
you.
peace, bro.
I'll be there
And
shortly.
peace to you, my dear sir. Cheerio. And back to Scotland Yard to meet with Lestrade.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around.
1 second,
in the
lads. I
night.
will be right back.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you.
Breathtaking. Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
If you and BDB
Allow me
pull
to
up, Gavin,
introduce
I have
myself.
something for y'all. Well,
My
listen.
name is Sherlock
I do not
Holmes.
partake in violence.
I would like to ask you a few questions.
It is not of my nature,
I've
so
already told the
Gavin,
police
if you
I've
would like to
nothing
go
say.
in,
And you're
meet with
not even
Mr.
part of the police.
Reddy said, you are feeling free to do so.
Precisely. And
But
considering your situation, it
leave
might
me
be
out of this
wise
one.
to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
What is Jordan talking about? Jordan's just being Jordan. Gavin is under the impression that he won't be coming down for the Jack smacking song and video, but he has already been convinced that he will be doing so, so no need to worry. And this interesting fellow here, let's interrogate him and see what he's all about. Oh, plant remains. Oh, it is getting interesting.
That's all for now.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
I'm not saying another word.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Oh yes, I forgot to inspect his belongings.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Looks like we'll be heading back to Baker Street. Let's go in, examine this letter.
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk. This case is more interesting than I first imagined.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
We'll just skip this part for now so we can get more to the understanding of what's going on. I did as you asked and hid them well, but I beg you to reconsider. I swear and remember our vows. I have done nothing dishonorable for which you, me. Ooh. Very interesting. Now let's head back to Woodman's Lee. Examine these boots, shall we not? I'm back, BDB. I had to stop and think. I'm not going to Jordan's house. He might have something waiting for me. Yes, he does. Rather not a good idea to just travel all the way out there and force him into something he doesn't want to do.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
Oh, and look what we have here, a match. Liam Liam Hurley's boots matched the footprints at Woodman Lee's, thus proving he was there. Judith Carey denies that he was there, Gardner. Let's try to connect this one and see what happens. Still nothing yet.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
What are we thinking, everybody?
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Thank you, madam.
It's getting very interesting now. So let me know what you guys think. Now that we have information on this Liam Hurtley, does make it rather interesting now. A stranger arrested by the police. He is a former soldier who left military after being wounded. He now lives a quiet life working as a gardener, probably at Woodman Lee. Said it's best for him to come to us, that way it's safer. Absolutely. Absolutely, Gavin.
Locked.
My dear Booga, how are you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you joining.
Thank you, madam.
So Booga, I do have Fortnite set up, my dear sir. I will just need a quick tutorial on how to get everything situated and set up for you and Mashi's matchup on the 30th. Let's go back to Scotland Yard and see if I can dig up any more information.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. No, that's not it.
Oh wait, CPR.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
I'm still confused to what Gavin was talking about. No, he was just talking about going to Freddy Said's house and making him come out for this video. And we have another clue. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of blood's victim. This proves that the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Nelligan was looking for his father's papers inside Black Peter's cabin. It explains the presence at the scene of the murder. Okay. I think we'll link this one. Let's look at some other clues, see if... No. Oh, and here we go. Another one. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen tin box. Oh, and what we have here, now it gets interesting as things start to link. Nelligan's motive. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. John Nelligan is a victim of circumstance. He does not fit the portrait of the murderer either by physical or psychological description. Very, very interesting. Let me know what you guys think. No? So it looks like our dear boy Nelligan is innocent.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Oh, you guys are talking about the tournament. Oh,
Me,
everyone will be there
Mr.
for the
Hartley,
tournament.
What were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
And the lies he tells.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Oh.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I
Picked
don't
the wrong
remember.
one there.
What would I be doing there anyway?
Oh. Incorrect answers. Let's try this
Now
again.
that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Oh.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven,
Accident.
would you
Pure
care
accident
to
there.
explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Now that your presence at
looks like that's
Woodman's
the
Lee
incorrect
has
one as
been
well.
proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Never mind. Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there
We're going to find the
anyway?
right answer.
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
So tell me, Mr. Hartley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
And on to Woodman's Lee. B.D.B., what is Teeth talking about? Oh, they're just talking about this tournament coming up between Booga and Mashi. About who will be in attendance.
Locked.
Let's talk to her again.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam. Let's see what could be hidden here.
Oh, here we go. And hello, my good sir, Mashi. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Ooh, the suspense.
Let us see what is in this box. A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship.
Said I'm not coming to the tournament, BDB. Make me. Well, my good sir, that I cannot do. But just know you are welcome to come if you choose to. So now we have these letters. Let's go back and talk with her, see if she has anything that she can tell us.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters?
Let me know you want me to book my flight. Absolutely. Sometime in October. My good sir. Okay. Let us go back to Baker and get in touch with our dusty friend Wiggins. Alex Tudor, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you joining. Feel free to drop your link, as well as everyone coming in. You know, we're just wrapping up this case. We should have an answer soon enough.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Oh, Jack Smackin', it's a song that we've come up with that we're going to be performing, recording, and doing a video for.
This is interesting. This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch. Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
Oh, and you can absolutely do so. We'll just have to find some time to all convene together down here in Orlando, Florida.
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room.
Most likely everybody will be coming down sometime in October.
Where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
So now we have more clues. Dylan Ari, how you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you joining.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Now we have to change clothes. Like the Jay-Z song.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
And on to the See Which Pub We Go. You want to join this Jack Smacking song? Oh, anyone is welcome to join. How are we going to all fit in the studio space? That I have no idea. You'll have to talk to my good friend Jed about that one.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
Oh, because you're the one that's planning this marvelous session. And we'll just skip that for now.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
Ah, I've had enough. You're too strong.
Come back later when you can use your arms again.
Let's do a quick examination of this guy. Because he definitely looks like an interesting fellow. Yeah, I haven't booked the session yet. Well, just let us know, Jet. Still have plenty of time. Plenty of time. No worries, my good sir.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
And we'll skip that again. Or you guys can make the song at my house. I have a big space.
Well, good
That
for
would be
you, I
marvelous.
reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink.
And where might the studio be, my good sir?
You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Louisiana? Okay, well. We'll try and see what
Why
we can
do you
do.
say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, I find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
Sounds good, sounds good. I'll have to talk amongst everyone and see what we can arrange.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Ah, of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar, and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant, and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year.
Just don't break anything in my house, otherwise you're buying it. Well, that is definitely a thing I would not do, my good sir.
We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And who was he?
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Getting very interesting. Okay, this... Not exactly sure why he's not... Oh. Here we go.
Here it is.
Or should I book this section? Yes, yes, absolutely. Book away, book away. Oh, didn't mean to hit that button.
Have you got any tobacco? We've run out.
Why can't we do it here in Miami? It's way easier.
I lost my
We have to do a
pouch.
majority
I don't know
rule.
where.
I say Miami.
Wait a minute.
Only because I'm here. And I don't know if I'll have the time to actually personally make that transition out to Louisiana, but...
Oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Now we have more deductions. Let's see. Carnes has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means he was at the scene of the murder. This proves, and thus proves his guilt. Carnes has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means he was at the scene of the murder, but does not necessarily prove that he was a murderer. I think he is, personally. Oh, but doesn't look like that might be the case. Nope. Oh, we're just debating on where we're going to be shooting this video and recording the song at. More people seem to be leaning towards Florida, but Dylan's saying we should do it in Louisiana because he has his own built-in studio inside of his place.
I'm not saying another word.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve
Looks like Florida
the
it
bond
is, gentlemen.
certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
I'm not saying another word.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
Nope, not yet. Let's see. It can be confirmed that Liam Hurley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife. Oh, we read that one already. Liam Hurley loved Judith Carey so much, so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into committing murder. Hurley's motive. Liam Hurley relationships with Judith Carey gives him motive for killing Peter. Hurley's presence at Woodmanley on the night of the murder explains by his affection toward Judith Carey and the fact that he was working there as a gardener. Oh, let's see. Nope. Doesn't like it's that one. Here we go. Looks like Hurley is guilty. Or is he not? Let me know what you guys think before I wrap this up. Liam Hurley has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey. He was punished by the law and its rigor. Or Liam Hurley's mind was clouded by his love for Judith Peter's wife. This murder was a crime of passion under emotional duress. Nevertheless, he must come to answer for law for what he has done. What do you guys think? Let me know. Should we condemn Mr. Hurley or should we absolve him? X or square? Let me know before I wrap this up, gentlemen. And ladies as well, for all those that are still watching. And I appreciate everybody coming in. Isaiah Morgan, Finn, Josh. Welcome, welcome. What should we do? Condemn, absolve. X. X it is. Anyone else before I make this deduction? I just kind of want to get a majority rule. Anyone else? Do you agree with Isaiah? He's the only one that's answered so far. X, square, condemn, or absolve. Nothing like a good cup of English tea. X. Okay. Brady said and Isaiah both say X. Anyone else? I also say X as well. I think he needs to be condemned. But I'll give it another second for anybody else. You know, feel free to add your input. Oh, you say square, Machi? Okay. It's getting interesting. I'll give it a little more time. You know, everyone that's here, give me your input, square or X. Let me know. This is actually a decision, so you guys can choose which one you think. So it's not really necessarily a either or. Okay, oh, we got a tie. 2 X's and 2 squares. Well, actually, I say X. So it's 3-2. Anyone else? Square, okay. 3-3. Anyone else? We have a tiebreaker. 3 X's, 3 squares. Anyone else? The next decision will definitely let us know what to choose. Oh, square it is.
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
It was Liam Hurley.
That doesn't surprise me. I've never seen a guiltier-looking fellow.
He was in love with Judith Carey. It caused a conflict that proved fatal for her husband.
I see. Come on now, let us confront him.
Liam Hurtley, it was you who killed Black Peter. He learned of your relationship with his wife, and he asked that you meet him to share in a drink. Then began the quarrel. He drew his knife, and in self-defense, you took up the harpoon. Lestrade, please put that in your report.
I deny everything. You have no proof.
Calm down and thank your stars that Mr. Holmes just saved your neck.
The case is resolved, Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
Not at all. We've just solved the case. And that concludes this mystery, the fate of Black Peter. Liam Hurley murdered Peter Carey, but it was in self-defense against an armed and furious drunken sailor. The murder was a crime, a passion. Hurtley's mind was clouded by his love for Judith Carey, Peter's wife. He had decided to ease his sentence. 16 clues found. Hurtley is guilty. Absolve Hurtley. Okay. Looks like we'll accept that decision. And that will conclude this video. Thank you all for joining in. I'm glad you guys had fun in your decision making and your choices to help me solve this incredible mystery. But it looks like I have to wrap this up and conclude next time with the next installment of this franchise, which will be The Devil's Daughter. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. What's going on here? No, just a debate about where we're going to be recording and shooting this video at between Louisiana and Florida. Majority rule. Looks like it's going to be Florida. More people are leaning towards that. Jack, how you doing? Welcome, my good sir. Appreciate you joining. Unfortunately, I'm about to wrap up this video. Oh, you're going to be back on Dr. Phil again? Amazing. Splendid. I will drink to that. So, as always, if you guys want to drop your links really quickly before I conclude, you can go ahead and do so. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell. So anytime that you see me go live, you can feel free to join in at any time. Also, peace, love, positivity, and prosperity always. This is your detective, your good curator, your host, Detective B.D. Beard. I'm signing off. Take care. Much love, respect, and appreciation to you all. Good day. And I will bid you adieu on the next one.